Ejikeme na Grace Osebru Anonyeli Edengos next Tiboronine Oja Singos Mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria Son, watching me from just like subscribe and share the video right now. The process is after the Angelus, I will get into the news itself, so stick around and get
Ekene Maria Ejikeme na Grace Osebru Anonyeli Edengos next Tiboronine Oja Singos Mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria Son,
Okwe melaro. Ekene Maria Ejikeme na Grace Osebru Anonyeli Edengos next Tiboronine Oja Singos Mwa forgive Jesu.
Maria Son,
Yabala anya yo onne nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayiyo, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu ka erinye Grace anyị n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa anyị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'osito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị ime anyị.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere unu. Ka Chineke dị ike niile gọzie unu, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere abịala ga-esite na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update. Today, the 4th day of July 2023, Tuesday, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifan Shuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Woman sets policewoman, her 2 children ablaze in Anambra. Governor Alex Oti meets with Abia Commissioner nominees. Southeast Group blast JAMB over Mmesoma, demands independent probe. Nigerian Union of Journalists seeks appointee positions for journalists in Enugu State. Governor Nwifuru approves a release of 100 million naira for rice, cassava production in Ebonyi. U.S. ambassador meets with American journalists held by Russia. Now, details. Woman sets policewoman, her 2 children ablaze in Anambra. A middle-aged woman has been arrested for allegedly setting a policewoman and her 2 children ablaze in the Norpa, Idemilisa local government area of Anambra State. The suspect, identified as Nna Makanwosu, a native of Amobia in Okasa local government area of the state, was said to have come in contact with the deceased when she became homeless following a divorce. A resident of the area who pleaded anonymity said the suspect, Mosu, had gone to live with the policewoman shortly after she became homeless and in dire need of accommodation following her divorce from Her husband, as soon as the husband divorced her, she confided in the policewoman who benevolently offered her accommodation in her apartment. On that fateful day, she quarreled with the policewoman, which led to a fight. She hit the policewoman on the head with a pestle and she fell and became unconscious. She quickly tied the policewoman and her 2 children together with a rope inside their room and set them ablaze together with the building, he said. It was gathered that the suspect was apprehended by local vigilante and some villagers who were attracted by the fire while she was trying to escape. When the vigilante interrogated her, she initially denied the act, claiming it was a case of gas explosion while the deceased and her children were boiling water. Musu later confessed to the crime, attributing it to the handwork of the devil. I did not know what came over me that made me commit the crime. I deserve to be shot dead for this wicked act against the person who helped me in my time of need, she said. Confirming the incident, the Anambra State Police Command's Public Relations Officer, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, said that the suspect had been arrested and the bodies of the policewoman and her children deposited in the mortuary. Governor Alex Oti meets with Abia Commissioner nominees. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, on Monday met with the nominees whose names have been set to the State House of Assembly to serve as commissioners in the state. The governor had last Friday sent the list of the 19 persons in a letter dated June 30, 2023, signed on his behalf and delivered through the office of the Secretary to the State Government to the Speaker of the Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa. Dr. Oti met with the nominees in the conference room of his office shortly before the awaiting commissioners proceeded to the State Assembly complex for screening by the House ad hoc committee members. In attendance at the meeting were some senior members of the Dr. Oti's administration, including the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Kenneth Kalu, and the Chief of Staff, Dr. Caleb Ajawa. The commissioner nominees are Professor Monica Ironkwe, Mr. Kensili Anosike, Professor Emme Uche Emme, Mr. Philemon Asonye Obunna, Mr. Mike Akbara, Dr. Ngozi Okoronkwo, among others. Southeast Group blasts JAMB over Mmesoma, demands independent probe. A group, Southeast Fact Check, has lambasted the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, for the board's recent disclosure that one Miss Mmesoma Ejikeme from Anambra State forged her Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME results, while the candidate, who is a student of the Anglican School Nnewi, is holding a 362 score. JAMB has declared her result fake and forged, saying that she only scored 249. The education body, in a statement by Fabian Benjamin, the head of public affairs and protocol, said Mmesoma forged results on the JAMB site to manipulate the results she is currently parading, adding that the teenager used the alleged fake results to secure a scholarship worth 3 million naira from Innocent Motors. But in a reaction in Umuahia, the chairman of the Southeast Fact Check, Mr. Barry Odinkemere, described the JAMB statement as an ambush, saying that the young girl was not given a fair hearing before JAMB went to press with its report. Southeast Fact Check further expressed concern at the tone applied in the statement, saying that it sounded like a premeditated plan against the candidates. The group noted that a thorough investigation should have been concluded on the matter to determine who is saying the truth, as according to the group, JAMB, by its statement, had already admitted that something is wrong with its result portal. How can you arrive at this conclusion without a final, thorough, and independent investigation? This girl, from our findings, has maintained the first position from her primary school days. If there is a problem of credibility on the JAMB results portal, who should take the blame? Is it not JAMB? Why would they crucify a poor, brilliant girl on the altar of wickedness? Odinkemere said. The Southeast Fact Check challenged the Ohanes and Ndibo, led by Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, to wade into this matter immediately to avoid the persecution of Adibo, he stated. Nigerian Union of Journalists seeks appointive positions for journalists in Enugu State. The Nigerian Union of Journalists Enugu State Council has repeated its passionate appeal to the current civilian administration in Enugu State to consider some of its members for appointments related to their profession, assuring they will serve the state with utmost dignity. NUJ is coming up with the appeal on the heels of the clamor and lobby by other unions scattered for appointive positions for their members. The Congress condemned unruly treatment and harassment and shutting out of practicing journalists from state functions. Based on provocative comments from members who were present at the Congress, stating they were almost manhandled by policemen who also barred them from entering the Enugu State House of Assembly on June 13 to cover the inauguration of the 8 Assembly legislators, according to the journalists who fumed uncontrollably. The policemen claimed they were given a list of only 15 journalists by the authorities to be allowed into the premises of the State Assembly. The Congress agreed the incident contravened journalism ethics and tasked Comrade Sam Udekwe, leadership of the Enugu State Council NUJ, to interface with the authorities and Commissioner of Police on how to halt the ugly trend. Governor Nwifuru approves release of 100 million naira for rice cassava production in Ebonyi. As part of measures to maximize the comparative advantage Ebonyi State has in rice and cassava production, the state governor, Francis Nwifuru, has approved the release of 100 million naira counterpart fund for the IFAD Value Chain Development Program on rice and cassava production in the area. He disclosed during the weekend in a message at the launch of the 2023 wet season inputs distribution to farmers in 8 local government areas in Abakaliki. The Value Chain Development Program is a project of the federal government sponsored by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFA, to enhance rice and cassava production for sustainable economy and food security. The participating local government areas are Iko, Izi, Ohauku, Eza North, Ishielu, Ohaozara, Ivo, and Afikpo South, otherwise known as Eda local government area. Some of the farm inputs distributed to farmers are certified rice seeds, MPK fertilizer, urea, improved cassava stems, and agrochemicals. Governor Francis Nwifuru, represented by the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Princess Nkeshinyere Ikioku, expresses the readiness of the government to invest more in agriculture for sustainable income and food security in the state. She advised the beneficiaries to make judicious use of the farm inputs to improve food sufficiency in the state. The National Program Coordinator, IFAD, Dr. Fatima Aliyu, represented by Mrs. Vera Onyilo, explained that the distribution of the farm inputs was based on the 50-50 matching grants to improve the livelihood of Nigerian farmers. Earlier, State Program Coordinator IFAD in Ebonyi State, Sunday Ituma, noted that apart from input distribution to farmers, the program had made remarkable progress in the non-agricultural sector. Ituma commended Governor Nwifuru for urgently approving the release of the counterpart fund contribution of the state. Now we move over to the foreign scene. U.S. ambassador meets with American journalist held by Russia. The U.S. ambassador to Russia visited jail Wall Street Journal reporter Ivan Jakovich in Moscow on Monday, the newspaper reported. It was the second time the diplomat has seen him since his arrest 3 months ago on a personage charges that he denies. A judge last month rejected an application for Jakovich, 31, to be released from a Moscow prison while awaiting trial. Tracy has accused Russia of conducting hostage diplomacy. Over the years, Russia has agreed to high-profile prisoner exchanges with the United States, most recently last year when professional basketball star Brittany Griner, sentenced on a drug charge, was traded for convicted Russian arms trafficker Viktor Bout. But Moscow has said no exchange could take place in the Djokovic case until a verdict on his charges has been reached, but no date has been set for a trial. Any prisoner swap is complicated by geopolitical considerations and who each country considers of equal value to trade. In addition, relations between the two countries are at a low point because of the Russia's February 2022 invasion of Ukraine and the U.S. extensive military support for Ukraine. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Woman sets policewoman, her 2 children ablaze in Anambra. Governor Alex Oti meets with Abia Commissioner nominees. Southeast Group blasts JAMB over Mmesoma demands independent probe. The NUJ 6 appointed positions for journalists in Enugu State. Governor Nwifuru approves release of 100 million naira for rice, cassava production in Ebonyi. U.S. ambassador meets with American journalists held by Russia. You just listened to news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifan Shuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. To be or not to be? Do you have acting skills? Do you have what it takes to be on the spotlight in acting? Here is the opportunity you have been waiting for. Babuwa Production presents audition for the radio drama Eriko on Ebonadi 103.5 FM. For more information on how to register and feature, visit Ebonadi 103.5 FM inside European Residency Hotel, Ogidi, opposite Omunike Boys, or you call 080-391-67049. Registration ends on Friday, 7th of July 2023. Don't miss out.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebonadi FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta,
And Christy, aka Emenari, aka Classy.
from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
On the morning drive.
103.5 Ebonadi FM.
ezinụlọ.
Ọ dị mma ezinụlọ.
ezinụlọ.
Ama ezinụlọ bụ ọdịmma obodo. Onye doziri ezinụlọ edozigo obodo. Family is the foundation of the society. Na ọdịmma ezinụlọ n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM bụ ebe anyị ga na-etinye anya n'okwu gbasara ezinụlọ.
Papa, mama na ụmụaka maka ịmata ihe gbasara ezinụlọ sonyelu Classic Lady
Ekwughị emenarị Classic Lady
n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5
FM n'oge ọdịmma ezinụlọ nke ga na-abịara gị every Tuesday na Friday 3 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you, guys.